What is up, guys? It is Saturday. It's not Sunday, it's Saturday, and I am off to a boot sale. I do not often go to boot sales on Saturdays, guys, never really at all, but tomorrow morning I am flying out on holiday to Spain with my missus, so I thought, you know what, I'm not doing anything today, we're going Gatwick later, so let me go to a boot sale. And you know what, guys, I found one on the internet. I come across one which is about a 30-minute drive from my house. I'm literally about a minute away. I have never been to this boot sale before. Never ever have I been to this boot sale. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how big it is, but looking in the distance, there's quite a lot of cars already, and apparently it's meant to open at 8 and it's 25 to 8, so it's the usual same old nonsense with boot sales. Yeah, we open at 8, but everyone seems to get there at 6:30. So guys, look, you know, I got the camera. The last couple of boot sales have been really bad. I did film, but I didn't find anything, so I didn't want to put the footage out. Let's see how we get on. So guys, I just want to quickly apologise. I'm just filming this little segment on my phone now, and I'm going to transfer it to my laptop. So the main file from the filming today at the boot sale is completely corrupted. I've tried repairing it. I don't know why, I don't know what's happened, but it was the main part of me finding most of my stuff. So this is really frustrating because I've had some cool finds today. So I can only apologise because I know you guys like watching me or loads of other YouTubers. You like walking around at the boot sale to see what you can find. I've got a little bit of footage of me finding a couple of bits, but the chunk of it, unfortunately, the file's completely gone. Like I said, I tried to repair it. It hasn't happened. So sorry, guys, but here's some footage of me walking around, and then we'll have a look at what I found.
That's not for sale, Mum. That's fine. Unless you want it for £15, what I paid just today. That'd be a coup.
DVDs, mate?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the toy room. I hope you enjoyed that little walk around at the boot sale this morning. So that was the first time that I'd been to this boot sale ever, and I don't usually go to boot sales, guys, on a Saturday, so pleasantly surprised with this morning's finds. You would have probably seen clips in the video of some of the bits and pieces that I picked up this morning, but first off I'm going to go through last week's pickup. So I went to a boot sale on Sunday and I went to a boot sale on Bank Holiday. I did do a bit of filming, guys, but it wasn't substantial enough to put a video together, so I kind of just left it and I didn't put a video out last week. So for you that follow me on social media, you would have probably seen pictures of these bits and pieces that I'm about to show you that went up. So on Sunday I went to two boot sales. It was poor. It was really poor, to be honest with you, but I did pick up quite a few records, a bundle of records. So some of these I'm going to be giving to my father-in-law, and then the rest of them I'm going to be selling. So we've got the Poison album, Open Up and Say Ah. You might hear some noise in the background. In fact, we might have a special guest decide to jump on this table in a minute because my cat's up here having a little mooch around. We've got Bryan Adams, Reckless. We've got AC/DC, Back in Black. So there's some really good albums here, guys. I picked up the original soundtrack of The Empire Strikes Back. That is already sold as well. We've got the original soundtrack of Star Wars. This is like a double album. We have got Footloose, the album of Footloose. We got the record's about to slip there. We got Michael J. Fox, the soundtrack for The Secret of My Success. Got a classic album here, Beatles, Abbey Road. So that one goes for about 25-30 quid. We've got the Bee Gees' Greatest Hits. Is another quite a big hit. This is David Bowie, Scary Monsters. Again, that's like another £20 vinyl there, £25. And then I picked this up just because of the front cover. I didn't realise after, but this actually goes for about £25-30 as well. This is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, the original game soundtrack by Power Glove. Really cool retro cover there, guys, on that one. So that was Sunday's finds. Now moving on to Bank Holiday Monday, I went to one boot sale. This is a boot sale. I'm a bit further out. I'm trying to go to different boot sales, guys, because I'm not finding anything at the ones very local to me. So this one was quite far out. Didn't spend too much, to be honest with you guys. I can't even remember. It was very minimal. But I picked up a few cool bits and pieces. I picked up E.T., the soundtrack, on vinyl. I picked up a Street Shark, which is Slamu, I think it is. The one with the boxing gloves, and I've actually got one of my friends has got the gum shield for this guy as well. So he'll probably eventually be up for sale. I've got a Spitting Image book here. Don't know how many of you remember Spitting Image. Most of these were quite cheap, to be fair. Picked up an old Planet of the Apes comic for my mate as well. Picked up a couple of annuals. Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters, and RoboCop. They were like 50p each or something. And I picked this Star Trek Next Generation official communicator pin with authentic sound, still in packet. So I picked all them up from the boot sale. I'm having a look around. I think I did pick up a couple of other bits, but I can't think where I put them. No, I think that was it. So let me just put these here, guys. So moving on to this weekend, guys, you would have seen in the video, you would have seen some of the bits and pieces I picked up. So I did pick up a bundle of comics. There was 2 or 3 guys hovering around. Sometimes it becomes frustrating because I let a guy, there was a guy in front of me, I let him go first. He picked up a big wad of mad comics, and then when I was looking through them, another guy come and just literally just grabbed a handful in front of me, and you're just like, I'm a bit more respectable. I'm kind of like take it in turns sort of thing, but I still got a nice little bundle here, so I'm happy with that. There was 3 or 4 guys buying up the comics by the time I'd left, to be honest with you. So I picked up this little bundle. There's all sorts in here. I paid a £5 for the lot. I don't really know what we've got here. I've got the complete Spider-Man from 1992. It's got an original price tag of £4 on it. I've got Superman 314, really old comic there. I've got a Man-Thing comic. Man-Thing's one of my favourites. This is Man-Thing number 11. That's a cool comic there. There was loads of Star Wars comic. I've got this Star Wars Chewbacca's activity book from 1979. So this was published in 1979. So it's like a dot-to-dot book. It's got all sort of bits and pieces. It actually looks like it hasn't been written in at all. It's brand new. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's an original Star Wars. This was one of the cool items I picked up. So this is Moon Knight, the Marvel character, and this is number 1. So this is from 1980. So this is Moon Knight number 1. I've looked on eBay. I quickly looked on eBay. I can't really get a gist of what it's going for, but I know Moon Knight is quite a popularish character. And then there was a job lot of Star Wars Weekly comics from 1980. So I've got number 10, number 9, number 4. Oh, I picked up a few random comics here by accident as well. And then I've got number 114 and number 109. So some really cool covers on there, guys. Like I said, this was all together from the same guy. Some really nice. I'm sure some Star Wars fans will appreciate these. So none of these are going to be for me. So in fact, these ones are from 1978. This one here. This is also from Marvel. I don't know if there's any value to these, to be honest with you. And then there's this one as well. I've got Super Spider-Man, an old Super Spider-Man comic. There was a G.I. Joe one in there, which is G.I. Joe number 60, and it's from Marvel. Like I said, I just picked up a random bunch, and then the rest of these I think are Mad comics, but there's some really cool covers for these. So one of them straight away there, look, is Ghostbusters cover. You got one here with Mike Tyson and I'm not too sure what that is. Is that Evander Holyfield maybe? I'm not sure. Some really cool covers. Edward Scissorhands. Oh wow, I didn't even notice this one. This is a really cool cover. So it's got all the horror characters on it. I'm not a big, was never really into Mad comics. I think that was probably more a bit for the older generation. We've got Batman there, we've got the Royal Family. See if there's any, we've got Indiana Jones cover there. So some really cool covers, and like I said, oh, here's another one, look. Mad Cuts the Balcony, like a Conan cover. So some really, really cool covers there. E.T. one there. But I don't think there was a guy who picked up like loads of these, and I don't think he obviously didn't see these. They were all in a box underneath. So he's obviously missed these ones, but he picked up a bundle of Mad comics and they charged him a £5 as well. But to be honest with you guys, I have a little feeling that Moon Knight issue number 1 is probably worth a bit more than a £5, so I'll get my money back in that one comic, which is good. Picked these up for 50p each. We've got Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets CDs, soundtracks. And I also picked up, it was a bit of a random buy, but I'm sometimes like that. These were only £1. So this is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the complete first season and the complete second season on DVD. Not for me personally, but I'm sure there is people out there that would be interested in that. So I picked up some vinyl. These were really cheap and look immaculate, to be honest with you, some of these. I picked these up for, these four were 50p each. So I've got Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, the soundtrack, I'll put that down there because that's where all the vinyl is at the minute. Cats, again, really nice condition, guys. I've looked at the vinyls, they look really, really nice. Jesus Christ Superstar. And I also got the Golden Hour of Disney favourites. So we've got Bare Necessities on there, Winnie the Pooh, He's a Tramp, Donald Duck's on, there's loads on there. So pretty cool vinyls. This was my first vinyl of the day. I didn't actually pick this up on film, I missed it. Golden Hour of Children's TV favourites. So we've got Sesame Street, Pink Panther, Magic Roundabout, Rupert the Bear, Trumpton, Felix the Cat, there's loads on here. Thunderbird, Scooby-Doo, Doctor Who, so I just thought that was just a pretty cool, and I like the cover. Pink Panther, one of my faves. I also picked up the Jungle Book. The vinyl sleeve, unfortunately, has gone a bit pear-shaped on this one, but still, it's a nice cover, and the vinyl looks in okay condition. And last but not least, I picked up the soundtrack from The Godfather. Music from The Godfather, the theme from The Godfather. So this is like, when was The Godfather out? Was it like 79, I think? Oh, I don't even know. Can't see no date on here. So yeah, some nice... Oh, 72, wow. Bloody hell. Some nice vinyl finds there. The sleeve on that one's gone a bit as well, but the actual vinyl is in good nick. So now, we're getting on to some of the, I say, the better stuff, but first off, a few figures I picked up. Let's just go through these ones quickly. Let's get all these out of the bag before I move on to the next lot. I picked up a little bundle of Marvel Universe figures. Universe, I don't know, some of these might be mini Marvel Legends as well. We've got Spider-Man there in a different colour version of his suit. We've got Beast from the X-Men, that looks, I don't know if that's the film version, I'm not sure. We've got Venom, a version of Venom. We've got Green Goblin. We've got Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, Loki, the film version. Their legs are all a bit twisty at the minute. Shocker from Spider-Man, and this guy who I'm not entirely sure what he's from, to be honest with you, but I picked him up. He was in the box. I just thought he looked cool. He could be from numerous things, to be honest with you. Could be from Lord of the Rings or something. If any of you guys know, let me know. It's just got 2012 on it. Some sort of goblin. Could be from Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, or it could be from Marvel. I've no idea. And also I picked up a Mr. T, a vintage Galoob Mr. T. He needs a bit of a clean, but he's okay. He's not too bad. Guys, find of the day. Definitely the find of the day. You would have seen this on film. Well, I'm filming this now. I believe I got it on film. If not, doesn't matter. Visionaries. Nah. Not only did I find a bundle of Visionaries, there's 6 Visionaries here. 3 of them have got helmets, and 2 of them have got weapons. And to be honest with you guys, these are in really, really good nick. The holograms are in really good nick. The joints are really, really tight, and they're really, really clean. Now, did you hear in the video how much I paid for these 6? If you didn't, go back and turn the volume up, because I did catch it in the video. Unbelievable. I forget all their names. Obviously I know that's Leoric because I've got Leoric. I think that's Whittaquick, and it's one of these, might be Feral, I think, and he's got his weapon. I don't actually know if that's his correct weapon, and he's got his helmet. Like I said, guys, these are in really good nick. I think that, if I'm not wrong, I'm trying to see where my visionaries are now. I've lost them. No, it's not. I thought that was so is that Mortrid, I think? I'm probably going to keep him actually because he's complete. You know what? I might even keep all of these because I've got Leoric and Darkstorm, and there's another 5 here. The only problem is these two haven't got anything. I don't know how many figures they released. 1, 2, 3, 6. There's the really rare one. The really rare one that goes for big money now. Recon, I think he is the one that goes for big money. So we've got these two as well. That was a good find, guys. So you know what? Not a terrible day. It's been, the weeks have not been particularly great at the boot sale for me. Total spend today was, it cost £3 to get into this boot sale. Like I said, I've never been to this one before. It's about a 30-minute drive from my house. But I think the total spend was about, including the £3 entry, was about £20, roughly, give or take. So yeah, a good day. So I thought I'd get this video out for you guys before obviously I head to Spain tomorrow. I'm going on my holidays, so there won't be no booting tomorrow Sunday morning because I'll be on a plane. So guys, not too bad. Let me know what you think. What do you think of my finds? What were your favourite finds? I know a lot of people will be will like the vision. Guys, the joints on these are ridiculously tight. Like, they've just come out of a packet. I mean, some of the holograms are not great, but some of them are really nice. Really pleased with that. An unusual find, weirdly, just in a box of old, like, odds and sods toys, and the price I got them for, well, what can I say? Absolute madness, to be honest with you. But that's what's good about the boot sales, guys. I've not been particularly happy with them recently. My luck's not been particularly great, but still shows that there's bits and pieces out there, certainly. And it was nice to go to a different boot sale where I'm not seeing the same faces. There were people there buying up the comics and there was obviously a few collectible odds and sods here and there, but overall, that's definitely the best find of the day. I'm interested to know if there's anyone watching this who knows about comics, about that Moon Knight one. I haven't looked at it on eBay. It might only be worth a £5. It might be worth £8. It's not in the best condition, but like I said, guys, this is 1980, so that's nearly 40 years old. That's nearly a 40-year-old comic. So to find out at the boot sale was good. And I just picked a bundle out of that lot. There was a Return of the Jedi annual, but it'd come away from the spine, so I left it. I'm not really picking up annuals unless they're things like that, Star Wars, Ghostbusters and Robocop. Obviously I picked up last week, but I'm trying to stay away from annuals because they're heavy, and taking them to shows and that, and some people like them, and like they're not a particularly easy sell at the shows. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're watching this and you ain't subscribed, please consider to do so. I'm putting boot sale videos out, and I will put Kane County Part 2 out. A few people have asked me about it. I just haven't had time to put it together because it is going to be quite a long video. It's probably going to be like another 45 to an hour long video. So guys, until potentially next Sunday, because I'm back before then, so I'll probably be hitting the boots next weekend. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you all then.